slow her down. Really? 6 miles, okay. Couple of bikers, noddy nod. Since I've had the old plates off, right guys, I've got more bloody nods. And Rev, I blame you, the noddy nod sticking with me, mate. Sorry guys, you might get a lot of nodding at the moment. Right, where are we going? Following this van. Right. We're getting the noddy nods. Literally. Slower pace. Oh, beautiful. Let me open this lid. Oh, there we go. Bit of air, bit of air. Oh, I needed that. Just needed a bit of air to the nugget. We got a little while yet. So, yes, as I was saying, so since I took the oil plates off, I'm actually getting more noddy nods, and it's weird, and I'm getting a lot more questions too, like, oh plum, someone will go to me, is that a 300, 400? No, it's a 125. The most one I've had, it's been quite funny actually, the one I had recently was, is that a 600 to 1,000? No, it's a 125. Really? Yeah. She's built big, but not that big. I said no, she's a 125, and yeah, that's the sort of questions I've been getting. It's quite funny actually, because it's like, no, it's a 125. It's definitely a 125. Beautiful 125, but a 125. I love this bike. I know it's Chinese, and I know I'm going to get hate in the car. It's a Chinese bike. Yeah, it's a Chinese bike. Do you know what the funny thing is? Honda and Yamaha are built right next door. So the parts don't even come from Japan, folks. They come from China. It is what it is. At the end of the day, people just make me laugh. Like, it's a Chinese bike. They don't last. Do you know what? They do if you look after them. That is my honest answer. They do if you look after them. And this thing's serviced regularly, cleans within reason regularly. I haven't done it for 2 weeks. She does need doing. She is dirty from all the rain that we did have. Anything breaks, I tend to replace it as soon as possible, especially if it's important, which most of the parts on this, for me, every part on a bike's important, whether it's looks or mechanical. So I tend to it's well looked after bike, and a lot of people say that to me. You know, she's over a year old now, and people say to me, she's really and truly in good nick. She's still new, it's brand new. No, she's a year and a half old now, something like that. She's registered in May, so I'll work that out and let you know, but I'm pretty sure she's coming up a year and a half. And all it is just I've looked after it, taken care of her, done what I can, the best I can with her. And oh, I got a dead fly or some shit on my dash. I don't rag her. I have fun with her, but I don't rag her. I ride her how you're meant to ride a bike, right? Yeah, alright, I get it, 600-700s and all that and above. You can just pull the throttle and it fucking goes like shit off a shovel. A 125 doesn't. It takes, I believe that the lower CC bikes do take a bit more skill to ride them, and obviously that's why they're classed as good learners, because it does take skill to get up with speed and everything else like that. You can't just pull the throttle and it does it all for you. You've got to change at the right rev range. You've got to, you know, it's hard to explain. If you ride, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Well, I think you lose a lot of that skill on the bigger bikes. I mean, yes, you need the skill in the sense that it moves a bit quicker and a bit more pace, and a lot more ease, because obviously you don't need to wank the throttle back to try and get it there. But I believe it does take more skill on a 125, and I have ridden bigger bikes off-road, like in private areas. I've been on a track that was closed off the entire day. It was just a day for people to experience higher bikes that are on lower bikes, and you had an instructor obviously with you in that. Yeah, for me it's just, I believe obviously having a bigger CC with more power and you can get there a lot easier, you just lose that 125 skill set that you require on the years that you're on. No, I said I'm quite happy on my little 125. I mean, would I like a bigger bike? Yeah, of course I would. Who wouldn't? Do you know what I mean? I love my 125 to bits, but who wouldn't like a bigger bike? For me, it's just financially affording it. Like, to do the training was 830 quid. I didn't pay that. I did no training. I done my test all on my own. I paid for it myself. I booked it myself, and I didn't need a school to do all that. That's how I did it on the cheap. 95 quid plus 23 for the theory. But obviously, if you want to go a bigger CC, you need the training. If you've never been on one already, like if you already got your A2, then yeah, technically you don't need the training. You just need the right CC and the right requirements for the A license. And same with your A2. You can book your A2 yourself if you feel brave enough and you feel confident and comfortable to do it yourself. Do it yourself. But you can book it all yourself. And training schools don't like to tell you that, because obviously they lose out on the money if you do it. Obviously they're not making 830 quid because they're taking £95 off for your mod 1 and mod 2. But they don't like to admit that you can do it on your own if you really desire. Look, it is what it is. If you want to do it for a training school, do it for a training school. Like I said, if you feel confident and everything else like that, then do it yourself, because it is cheaper. I mean, obviously it don't matter whether you do it for a training school or by yourself. There's always a chance that you're obviously not going to pass. I mean, I passed my test but barely. I've got bad habits. I'm quite happy to admit that. And anyone that says they don't have bad habits is talking shit. They really are, because we've all got them. If you've been riding before doing your test, this is again a lot of the reason it's good to have a training school. Is if you're in the bad habits, they get you out of them to some degree. But for me, like I said, it was all about expense. I could have done my A2, but I haven't got a bigger bike to do my A2. Could have done my A license, but again, it's getting it there. Someone to get me the A license required bike to get it up there and get it back if I fail. All those little things, you know what I mean, that make that different. There's a lot of fucking speed cameras here. One's a sound one, one's a fucking speed one. I've never been along this road, just so people know. There's a lot of fucking speed cameras. It's gone up to 60. But there's a lot of things that stopped me, and that's why I did my A1. And I'm glad I did my A1. I'll tell you, it's been the best thing I've done. I don't have to worry about CVTs. Yeah, I don't have to do my CVTs. I can now carry pillions if I wish. I rather wouldn't, but I can. Obviously now I've got access to motorways. Again, like I said, I'm not a fan of motorways, but like at the moment it's actually cheaper for me to do it this way. Oh, it's busy. It's actually been cheaper for me to do it this way than it has been to do it the other way. But yeah, so guys,
on the right.
I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like button if you like this video. Follow me on my other social media platforms, guys. Until the next one, ride safe. Speak to you soon. New GS, Suzuki GS. Is that the new model? I think it is. Put it on the stand. Let me throw it for a bit actually. And see you in the next one, guys.